Hey guys, welcome to yet another video on my channel. I know it's been a while, but this video is something different from my usual videos. This video is based on sound and how sound is important when you're making videos. So one thing people forget while making videos is to focus on the sound design part of it. Sound ties up the whole video and adds more richness to it. It's often not looked into much detail. Just slap a song on it, right? And it's over. No, that's not the answer. Sound design basically adds ambient sounds, the sounds of the products or the things in the video as well. All of these tiny sound effects build up and increase the overall production value of your video. Sound brings about emotion. A melancholy song will bring about sadness, while an upbeat song brings about happiness and makes a faster edit, which makes the viewer more excited to see it. Generally, Instagram videos and YouTube videos are higher paced and more upbeat because the audience doesn't have much retention and tend to focus on shorter videos. So this is the perfect way to squeeze more energy into a small video. In this video, I have recreated the sound design of a Rolex commercial that I found on YouTube. The visuals of this video are absolutely stunning, but one thing that this video lacked in was the sound design. So I thought I would add sound design to this video and make it a better experience for everyone. So here's my version of it. Let's also play the original video with the music they have chosen. As you can see in the timeline, I've added various sound effects all over the clips. Here you can see the whooshes that I've added for the papers coming. They were not added in the original design, so I thought it was lacking some zest. So here you can see I've added whooshes at different pitches to give a whole rich sound effect. Also, these whooshes give you like a surround feeling. You feel like you're in the moment. Constant power is a really helpful effect in Premiere Pro. If you're using sound design, constant power is the effect you need to use. So here are the same whooshes again. And then here I've added a to basically take it to the next scene. The next scene is based in the workshop, so I've added sound effects of metals and fires and all the effects that you could hear in a workshop, the furnace burning, all of the things that you hear. This is called ambient sound. So ambient sound tells your location, basically helps you establish a location of where your shot is shot at. So you can hear the hammer banging in the background. So it doesn't actually add any value, but it adds an ambient atmosphere to the scene. Basically saying there are people working in the workshop, and this adds to the richness of the whole video. So all of these effects I've added later on, like see here, the banging of the hammer. This is the furnace. I can show you the sound of the furnace itself. It's like a So the next sound effects I added is the splashing of the metal. So in the original video, it wasn't really appearing. So I accentuated it by adding a metal burning. I don't think it's a metal burning sound. So that's the thing with sound design. You don't find the sound you're looking for. It could be something totally random, but sometimes it fits with what you're looking at. So the sizzling of metal was something random. I think it was someone shoving something into the microwave. So these are the whooshes. Whoosh. To take you to the next scene. Basically, whooshes help you accentuate your camera movement. I've added the sound effect of mechanical gears in the background basically to show that there's some working of some mechanical objects happening. That also gives it a nice ambient feel. If you can hear clearly. Yeah, you can hear. Also, if you can hear slight at the back, I put the sound of a wristwatch ticking. So that basically shows that there are watches in it. Although you can't hear it very clearly, but you can hear. It's a narrow ticking. So the next shot is set in water. So I added a low pass filter to the water effect to give it a more bass feel. Also, I forgot the sound. This is the sound of the spaceship that I've added. So you can hear the yeah, so that's the sound of the spaceship. And right after that is the sound of the water hitting. And this is the underwater sound effect. Notice the clock is still ticking. So basically it adds continuity to this scene and the next scene, because the clock was ticking in that scene and so is it in this scene. One more pair of whoosh. So here the music changes, but this is in the original sound design, so that is not what I've done. More paper sound effects. More whooshes. You can see all of these are whooshes here. So whooshes also, like I said, they help accentuate camera movement. I'll play only the whooshes track and you'll come to know what I'm talking about. These are just the whooshes. And so the paper sound effects. And added a tiny sound effect of him placing the gear on it. This is a normal clockwise sound effect to give a sound of the movement. Here's a drilling sound effect that I use. Basically of the drill. So here's the drilling sound effect that I use, basically of the preparing the Rolex faces. This sound effect, the fragments hitting of the shrapnel of metal, was really hard to find. It took me almost 2 hours to find this sound effect. So sound design is not easy, it takes time. All you have to do is have patience. Luckily, the drill into metal sound effect that I have found had the drill going off. So that drill going off sound perfectly matches the transition to the Rolex logo. You can watch it again. Yeah. So that was timed perfectly. Then this is the thump sound of the piston hitting the Rolex while testing. It was not really there in the original. If you can see, I'll disable this. It's not really there in the original, so it doesn't really accentuate it. So I thought I'll add it and add a little more thump to it. So then you continue. This is just the clock. So basically this clock movement I've added before the shot, so as a precursor, so you know that the watch is going to come up in the next shot. And here the watch is synced to that. And then a final whoosh. And this whoosh is like a more 3D whoosh, so it seems like the paper is coming from the side of you. And here fine again is the Rolex logo, a surreal sound effect. So I look for magical sound effects. All of these sound effects are from Envato Elements, by the way. But once you add it all together, it really makes the video more richer than it was before. So I'll play that video once again with everything here so you can understand what I was saying. Thank you for watching, guys. Slap a like if you haven't already, and a sub to this channel would be massive. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.